good win against a very talented team that has really dominated this league. And, to get a win like this on our home court, it just moves us a step closer to what we're trying to do. Since I've been here, we hadn't been able to beat them. Last year we were closing the gap little by little. And, every time we played this team, we've been on the road. And to finally be at home and have a really good crowd to energize us to this win was really good. But, just like a contender, they came back. They were down, and they clawed and fought their way back because that's what championship teams do. But, we learned a lot about ourselves. We had composure. We made plays. We made shots down the stretch, and that's where we're growing. When we get down, we're not getting rattled. We're finding a way to get back in games, and we're finding a way to make plays. And just really proud of the team, the effort, and just our ability to do the things that we do well. We rebounded and we defended, which is what really helped us win this game.
You were coming back third quarter. You guys turned the ball over, I think, 7 times in the third quarter after it's only 5 times the whole first half. I'm not sure you turned the ball over the fourth.
Yeah.
What was going on there? I mean, they were pressing you some.
Yeah.
And when they get you a little rattled?
Well, I think part of it is, they were down and they were starting to press us a little bit, and they showed us different looks. And sometimes that can, pause us. And, we had players that were not on the floor that's typically on the floor. Amari Young was, on the bench, and we have her in a certain spot, and for us, we have to be in our spots so that we understand where we're going with this ball. And I think there was a little bit indecision there. But when we stayed aggressive, I think that changed the tempo, and that's what we have to do is stay aggressive.
You watched the video of these people. I know you did. Are many people fronting the big girl when you guys did tonight?
We wanted to show her different looks, and for us, I think that's where we have an advantage because we're physical with our bigs, but then we have speed with Amari who can jump and get our hands on balls, and I thought that was really good. And we wanted to wear her out and tire her, and I thought that's what we did. I mean, when you front somebody, they got to do extra movement. We made her do some extra movements.
Well, particularly when you play center by committee like that, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Asia broke up a little bit tonight.
Yeah.
I guess taking advantage to some extent of it.
Yeah.
You guys moving the ball around. I remember Taylor with a hook pass there when you guys were struggling a little bit in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
How do you get that consistent?
I think for her, it's just understanding what she does well, and I think, she hasn't been playing well, about 4 or 5 games, and not, it's things have been hard for her, and it shouldn't be. She had a certain calmness about herself, and she let the game come to her. And tonight, she had 12 shots, and she was very efficient. Asia and I had a conversation on Sunday, and we talked about, how she has to, this should be easy for her. And every night, it's not going to be a 23-10. Every night, it can be, but it may not be, and she's got to be okay with that. Just let the game come to her. She did what she did well. She rebounded, and she defended, and that gave her some confidence and some energy. She was calm, hitting her shots, and, she didn't force anything.
Yeah, it helped that she got off to a good start. Started feeling a little bit.
Definitely. I mean, it does. I mean, it always helps. I think for her, it's just managing, her minutes in practice because she's a player that goes extremely hard. And when she's going hard, I have to be able to manage those minutes in practice, although we're not practicing very long. But, she can't go 2 hours. She can only go about an hour. And I have to be strategic when she's on the floor so that she can have a burst. I thought she had a burst tonight in the game.
It's interesting. You have to do that with several people.
I do. I do it with Vicky. I do it with several of them. I do it with, Mariah. And, it's part of it, And to me, got enough games under our belt to where there's nothing that teams are going to throw at us that we haven't seen, and there's not a defense that we haven't seen or a set play that we haven't seen. So we've guarded just about everything.
Asia tonight, again, with a double-double after struggling in league play.
Yeah.
And with the injury and all that sort of thing. Is Saturday's game a pretty good test for her?
I think Saturday's game is a test for our whole team. We got to come back. We got to be ready to focus. run around. They set a lot of screens. They play small ball. When they go small, the tallest player on their team is like 5'8", and they set screen, they move, they drive and kick. We got to be good in our defense. Our defense and our rebounding. Long rebounds are going to happen on Saturday. We got to beat them to loose balls. They're a scrappy team because they play the way they play. They're used to rebounding the ball the way that the way they are because they miss shots. So we gotta be better, continue to be better with our rebounding.
Looking back to the beginning of the season, actually before the season, you guys predicted two from the league. You got more teams above you. You beat two of them already. Is that a little check mark? Is that part of the season checklist? I think there's some business there.
I think for us, it's one game at a time. We were able to split on the road against two of the top teams in this league. Now we're home. We got a 3-game home streak, and the focus is one game at a time. We want to take care of home. The next opponent is Marshall, and that's who we're going to focus on. That's who I'm going to get ready for tonight, so that our team is prepared. Our practice will be about an hour and 15 minutes, and it's really walk through and things like that. We'll have a shoot around, and then we got to tip it up at 2 o'clock. I got to make sure our kids are fresh and that we can, that we're ready to go on Saturday. That was the team. That was the team. No, I don't. I think, I have a leadership committee, and they get together, and when they feel like they need to meet, that's what they do. They only come to me if they need to come to me. Other than that, they take care of it themselves, and that's just showing the maturity of our team, and to me, those things are really important. I don't know. They don't tell me when they're meeting. Again, they only come to me when, maybe if it's something that I need to adjust, maybe it's, practice here, or maybe I'm getting on somebody and, I maybe need to tone it down with this, but, they come to me when I need to be involved. Other than that, they take care of themselves. I don't know when they go eat together. I don't know when they go to movies together. That is them. Our leadership committee is, Victoria, Maggie, Taylor Edwards, who's a senior, Ashley, Scott, who's a senior, and Asia Wayne. So we have 5 players that are on the leadership committee.
The last couple of days in practice, that's been one of our big emphasis. We don't want to start off games slow, and I feel like we responded today, just starting off really good, and that really helped us.
Yeah, just, piggyback off of what, Vicky said. We came in practice, and we had to, have that mindset of starting, fast or whatever. So we just got in the game, and we did it.
I had asked you this earlier. I didn't quite understand. You got open threes tonight, which you struggled to get a little bit in some of the last few games. Were you guys doing anything different, or was it just happening for you? What was happening?
Nah, it just happened. When we got good drivers, they attack, they collapse on the drivers, and we just kick it out for the 3. It's just nothing that's like you force. It comes with the game, and I feel like tonight it was we got it a little bit better than we usually do in the last games. But it's just something you don't force. It just happens. It's just a game of basketball.
Is some of that also moving the ball around a little bit more? You guys moved it pretty well tonight, maybe a little better than you have been.
Yeah, that's correct.
So, they're finding you.
Yeah, they always find me though.
Now, you were over right by the bench when you lost a 3, the one before you hit, right in the fourth quarter. Did you hear anything you hear about why you shooting a 3 with a minute and a half to play?
No, I didn't.
You hear that?
No.
This team, Western Kentucky, you guys haven't beaten them in what? Since about 10 years before you were born, I think, right?
Correct. Correct.
Is that right?
Yes.
Anybody talk about that?
They did talk about it. I really didn't know coming in. I don't think we knew as a team either until we seen it on social media or whatever. But our mindset was ever since we've been here. I've been here for 3 years. She's been here for 2 years, and we just haven't beat them since. So we wasn't even thinking 1990. We was just thinking we got to get them this time because we haven't beat them yet since we've been in this ODU jersey.
Short-term memory, right?
Yeah, real short term.
You got to turn it around. 48 hours, right? A little less than 48 hours, but probably about 40 hours. Is it easier to do that at home than it was on the road?
Yes, I think so, yes.
Just because you don't have to travel?
Right, you have more time to like, relax and, sleep, and then we have more time to prepare basically. So, more time.
You guys struggled with Marshall last year. I think you lost up there and finally won down here. You feel a little more comfortable with them now? And maybe you did last year this time?
Yes, I feel like we were a young team last year, and I feel like we didn't really know like what conference was, like how it felt to go into conference. So I feel like last year we got better as like we played more conference game, but this year like we know what to expect, and now it's just about locking in, playing together, listening to our coach, and getting it done.